Let's have a look at sterling then. Okay, sterling. So, bang, what have we got here? We've got cable, euro sterling, pound Aussie, pound CAD, pound yen, pound Swiss, pound Kiwi, FTSE. Okay, so, interesting to look at that. FTSE is just, you know, FTSE last week basically put in that kind of big rejection pin bar, and then you can see, it was that sort of evening star formation, and it's just carried on then. If I go down to the 4 hour chart, that was it topping out. That is, you know, you've had a nice run up, you've had a bearish engulfing candle, key reversal candle, and then actually just try to flush up again with a rejection candle. This is your VB. It breaks it, it pops up. This then becomes like a head and shoulders pattern. This then becomes, the sort of, it's a bearish engulfing candle, which is a typical Vulcan before price dropped its way down. Tried to pull back up at the start of yesterday's session. Okay, had a go, had a think about it, and then just went there, and it's just dropped and continued to drop. All right, and that's just boom. That's what we're dealing with at the moment. If we look at go up and look at cable, we had sold off. All right, and the other week we'd sold off, quite down, but we didn't break 130. We got down near to it, but we still closed above the 50. I look at that weekly 50 as acting as a bit of support. But then you've got the averages coming down on top of it. If we go down to the daily chart, yeah, the bounce off 130, push up. Look at that. Mostly, really, for that last, 7, 8 days, we're going sideways. That's what's really happening. We're going sideways, okay, as price is just coiling up. Price is just coiling up in front of all. Just look at that thing. That's what you're looking at, okay? So what is going to be the catalyst, all right, to basically pumpers or dumpers, okay? So got a good bit of data coming out. That might well be what does the job. Pound against yen, we just we looked at the yen generally. Okay, yen has been mostly weak, but even that bit of the last 6 weeks has not been exactly pretty for sterling. A lot of that is to reflection on the weakness in yen and also the weakness in sterling. Pound Swiss. Okay, pound Swiss has continued to work its way down. That's kind of sterling weakness, Swiss franc strength, and that's what we've been running around. But I was looking to see, last week we had a bit of coordinated move on the Swiss franc. All right, just take a look at that. Okay, was that a case of SNB sort of just trying to halt its strength, or was it part of something else, something bigger? You might want to just keep an eye on those Swiss dailies. Certainly on the 4 hour chart, we kind of dropped away, pushed away through it, and we're just going sideways there a bit at the moment. Euro sterling, excuse me. Euro sterling had worked its way up there. These charts, just gonna. I like it. It's been a busy week. It's been a busy week already. There we go. We're up there at 88, okay, which if we look, 88, we've not been up there for 2 years, okay. And even then when we were up there, it wasn't exactly strong bullish, was it? Wasn't exactly strong bullish, okay. So, go down to the weekly chart. Is it going to carry? Excuse me, I wouldn't exactly say the candles are really super strong bullish, are they? And if you go down to the daily chart, having had that thump, if you look at November's, it's kind of drop, big push up, and then kind of rolls. I'm just going to watch that daily 8, see what the score is there. Certainly in the 4 hour chart, we had a big pump up there Thursday, Friday. This was all the kind of political instability in the UK. I think if we get beneath the 50, that is kind of, weakness for sterling. That's the way I'd look at it. But it is literally a case with the euro and sterling at the moment. It is that case of, mirror on the wall, which is the least shittest one of us all. That's what we're working with at the moment. And on that cheery note, let's draw it to a close here, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you found that useful. I hope that's given you help and a bit of insight. It's going to be an interesting week, so make sure you're on top of your news flow, your order flow, your risk management. Have yourself a good trading week, ladies and gentlemen, and I will speak to you soon. Many thanks.